Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Time Out for Black History. It's April 13th, 2021, and I just want to give a thought for the day today. I'm going to be getting back into some more of the chronological events, some more biographies really soon. I know it's been a while, and I need to get back into this and get information out. But I wanted to share my thought for the day about what's happening in Minnesota. I hate to say that I saw all of this coming. Like most of you probably saw this coming. Back when we were dealing with the George Floyd murder, and we're now having a trial in which everyone's on the edge of their seat to see what happens to a guy who we all saw murder somebody for a long time, and yet we're still all wondering kind of what's going to happen with this. But I remember at that time saying, all right, one of the keys to solving this problem, and let me go back to, I was listening to music with my youngest son, Jaden, he's 5, and a song came on, and those of you that are a little older will know what I'm talking about. It's by Three Dog Night. It's called Black and White. And I remember as a little boy, my mom and dad playing that song, and how hopeful it is. You know, the world is black, the world is white. Together we learn to read and write. You know, it's got such a hopeful view of what we can do as a society together. That was 1970s. That was 50 years ago. We had this dream of an equal society. Then the 80s came, and we saw kind of a reversal of all those things. We saw a swing in the other direction. We saw an attack on things like affirmative action. We saw the dismantling of the civil rights branch of the Justice Department. We saw all these ways in which we saw these advances taken away. So we're now in 2021. And we're dealing with so much of the same stuff we dealt with in the 1970s. And we wait and we wait. We wait for the next horrible event to happen. And we rise up in protest. And then we all sit back down again until the next event comes. This woman, Officer Potter, she is the product of a society that has created the idea that Mr. Wright's skin was his aggressive act. That when he was pulled over, that interaction was going to go differently because of the color of his skin. Those of you who don't want to believe that, you can continue to make up other reasons. Well, he once did this, or he did that. Getting in your car is not a death sentence. We've got to figure out, I was talking to a colleague this morning, the rage has to be so much that society changes. It's not just going to happen with a few words. We've got to keep it going. I have to keep it going. You have to keep it going. We have to be better. We have to challenge every little indiscretion that we see that violates what we think this world should be when it comes to race and race relations and equality. We can't just wait for these events to happen and then try, because those that don't want change, they know all they have to do is ride out the month or the 2 months after these events, and everything will settle right back where it was. So I implore you, go back, look at Redemption, the video Redemption. Look at all the different ways in which you can help push for a better society. I'm going to keep trying my best to find out ways that I can do it too. I'm not here lecturing you. I want to be with it too. I want to be better. But we've got to fight. We've got to get more angry. We've got to get more aggressive. We have to fix this, or else we're going to do this again in 3 months. I pray to God it's not my son that this happens to. But if it happens to somebody else's son, it's almost like it happened to my son. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.